right, so I'm here with my first part of the real history segment. And so my first little conspiracy theory is that we used to have, so we've all played like Dungeons and Dragons, heard of D&D. So my first theory is that, we used to have elves, like light elves, dark elves, gnomes, dwarves, humans, of course. So, the sword and sorcery. So we've heard of like basically like Lord of the Rings type of world and Conan the Barbarian, so Conan the Barbarian, another title of his is Conan the Cimmerian. So, and you look at the maps that the author had made for those, and it's kind of like, have like Africa and have Samaria. Like Samaria was really an ancient country. So, my theory is that we used to really have these elves and humans and dwarves and magic and just that whole type of world. And, parts of my theories or reasons that this may be true is that, even the Bible says there were floods that wiped out, the bad creations of the world. So, and also that the gods came and created these, in a sense, abominations and mutations with the humans, sons of God, the Anunnaki and Nephilim. So, it's already kind of proven that we've had giants. So, who's to say we didn't have elves? And also when you think of the ages of Lemuria, because before Atlantis, there was Lemuria, and Lemuria was supposed to be like this more mystical, fairy-like civilization in the Pacific Ocean. So, who's to say that we didn't really have all these elves and magic going on and different types of spells and ancient massive technology. So especially before the flood and the antediluvian era, who's to say what we had? Who's to say? We're very young. We think we're so smart and have all this technology, but who's to say what life was like 20,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, 30,000 years ago? What if it all got wiped out and we're just, this new creation? So, it's just a theory of mine, because even now we know there are different types of, like we're Homo sapiens, but we know that we're not Neanderthals, and now they discovered the Denisovians. So we know there were different types of sapiens and stuff like that. So, who's to say we didn't actually have some type of elves and dwarves? We know we have midgets. So who's to say that these Lord of the Rings types of situations weren't really based off some ancient stuff? Because it's really, these movies are, truth is stranger than fiction. So, this is just another theory. So you guys just comment what you guys may think, and just comment on different conspiracies you might want me to talk about, or just conspiracy theories of your own, of course. But yeah, so just a conspiracy of mine. Maybe we had these elves. Maybe they're still here. Maybe we have these dwarves mining gems still deep in the mountains. Ooh, and underground. Who's to say we don't have these elves underground? And just a whole underground civilization going on as well. So that's another thing we could talk about. Agartha. That's a good idea. These underground civilizations. That'll be my next topic. But, just some things to think about. Just another theory.